All right, in this video, I want to share with you the secret to my success when it comes to online marketing and what I do and what I teach, which involves affiliate marketing and SEO. I specifically do and teach a strategy that involves mass page sites, building these mass pages, mass page websites that are kind of like a lot of little hooks out there in the water and the ocean of the big internet, and we siphon traffic from the search engines, and we point that traffic, those people that are searching for those different keywords, we point those to targeted relevant offers. So the secret to my success and what sets me apart in my program and my system from any other product you'll ever come across out there, and when it comes to making money online or affiliate marketing or SEO, is number one, I've figured out a way to lower my expenses. So we have ridiculously low expenses compared to other ways that you'll learn how to do SEO out there. These other courses and trainings out there, the tools are quite expensive, and so the barrier to entry is pretty high, and that's not something I had when I started out. Probably most of you don't have all that a big budget starting out. I certainly didn't, and so I had to figure out creative ways to reduce my costs, reduce my expenses, and so that's really one of the key pillars that sets my system apart from other systems. I've eliminated a lot of unnecessary expenses. There's a lot of great tools, a lot of great services out there, but you don't need all of them. In fact, you don't need most of them in order to get the results that you're looking for. So that's number one, is I have ridiculously low expenses. And number two is we bet on everything. With mass page sites, we're going after lots of different keywords. So instead of these other courses out there that teach you to do all this keyword research and competitive analysis, to narrow everything down to like one or a couple different keywords, and then focus all your energy and attention on and money and time on trying to rank and optimize for those one or a couple keywords, in hopes that when you invest all that time and that money and that energy, that you get to page one, and when you get to page one, that traffic that supposedly is supposed to be waiting there for you is in fact there. And then, assuming that happens, that traffic, converts into sales. That's a lot of hope. That's a lot of faith and risk there. And so instead of doing that, I've tried that in the past. It didn't work very well for me. I have friends that do that, but I don't feel that of all the people I've met over the years, that most people aren't interested in that. And I love SEO, and I'm not even interested in that. It's just too much time, effort, energy, too much overhead and expense, especially if you're a one-man show. There's so many tools out there, so many extra tools you have to add on and layer on top for your to be your monthly overhead, monthly expenses, to make sure you're optimized for all those things that you need to optimize and tweak in order to rank for that one or a couple of keywords that you're targeting. But instead, what I do and what I teach is I teach people to go after all the other keywords. So an example of that would be, if we type in "make money online," this keyword tool, most of the courses, this is kind of an extreme example. They wouldn't tell you to necessarily go after how to make money online, but that's kind of the idea. Go after where most of the volume is, and try to optimize your site to rank for these couple of keywords, meanwhile ignoring the 27,000 other keywords that are on the list. And those are the ones, I just see those as low-hanging fruit, and those are the ones that I teach my students to go after, and those are the ones I go after myself, because there's just far less competition. They're easier to rank for. What I found in my experience is that this is where all the buyer keywords are. You don't have to do as much selling because they're more aware of the product, so you're not having to educate. Eugene Schwartz was a legendary copywriter. In his book, he mentions that one of the most expensive thing you can do as a marketer is to try and educate an audience. So you don't want to do that. And so then I'm not very great at selling and positioning myself, in my opinion. I don't, at least I, don't want to spend years and years mastering copywriting and persuasion and things like that. So I just found a different way. I found another method. So kind of building on that, kind of comparing these two and my system to other methods. Let me ask you this, like, which is faster? If you're fishing in a pond or a lake or ocean, which would be faster? If you had two boats side by side and you're trying to catch the same kind of fish, and one person had a hook and another person had a great big net, which person at the end of the day do you think is going to catch more fish? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out the person with the net is going to catch far more fish, and they don't even have to be very good at catching fish. They don't have to use necessarily the best whatever line or lure or whatever. You're going to catch some fish if you got a great big net, assuming that pond or lake or ocean is full of fish. That's what they do out. These fishermen that go out, they don't go out with a bunch of hooks. That's how you get all the fish in your grocery stores. They don't go out with a bunch of hooks and just are waiting there all day. They go out with these great big nets and they reel in hundreds and thousands of fish, and that's how they're able to keep up with the demand and feed all the people of the world. They got these great big nets. So that's what we're doing with mass page sites. We're throwing out these great big nets, these massive pages and they don't take us very long to build. They're about 20, 30 minutes or so. And that's once you get the hang of it. It may take you 45 minutes, may take you an hour when you get started. But just like anything, once you learn it, you're going to get better and faster at that. So that's kind of the difference. I want to kind of compare and contrast that. I'm a visual person, so if you're like me, you can see kind of that difference. You don't have to be as skilled as this guy over here. This guy may love to fish, and he may be super, know all about this technical stuff. Got the right line and hook and rod and whatever, perfect, the best boat, whatever, and he may catch the most beautiful fish or whatever. But when you're comparing, contrasting these two, if like you want to catch more fish and you want to catch it faster and without having to be spend years of tons of time like this guy over here, just get a big net and then cast it and then feed yourself and the whole freaking village for weeks. If you get a net. And so that's what we're able to do. We're just able to speed up that process and, lower our costs. This guy probably spent a whole lot more money on his special boat and rod and lure and things. And we just got a simple net over here. We're just going to, capture a lot of fish. And in this case, we're going to capture a lot of traffic that we can redirect to targeted offers. So this is kind of how we do it. This is kind of how it's broken down. So the keywords and in this example kind of are related to tie into the fish there. So the keywords equal traffic. So keyword, if we look here, we can see this volume. This is kind of a guesstimate of the volume. The volume equals searches. Searches equals people. It's people that are doing these searches, that are searching for these specific things. These are very targeted, specific keywords here. These are kind of gives you a pulse of humanity, and you can see kind of what's the most popular thing on people's minds collectively across the planet. So how to make extra money online is a little bit more popular than, how make money online surveys or make money online now. So the things that are here at the top that have the most searches, these are the things that are in most demand. But those are the keywords that are going to bring in the traffic. Those are our people. And then all we really need, we don't have to be an expert really, all this complicated stuff that other courses teach you. You just need to have a starting point. Anybody can think of this stuff. If you were going to search how to make money online, what would you start out with? You'd probably search for something related to make money online and kind of drill down from there. But you'd start from a place like that, and so everybody else thinks the same way. They start the same way. So you just need keywords, and you need a relevant offer. It doesn't always have to be relevant, but ideally you want it to be relevant. So if you want to catch the make money online people, ideally, and make money from them, ideally you want to offer them a method for making money online. Would a portion of them probably be interested in some kind of weight loss product? Yes, but since they're searching for this thing right now, this is what's on their mind. So you want to align the keywords with offer, and that's really all the that you need here. So if you got that plus this, you get money. And obviously the middle piece is our secret recipe. And it's really just, it's a very simple process, but these are the only two things you really need in addition to the recipe. So this is what you don't have right now. This is what I have. This is what my students have that are invested in the program I've put together. If you're interested in what this recipe is, and this is, if you've ever followed a recipe, this is something you can do. This, you don't have to be, the expert fisherman up here. You don't have to have, a great big budget. And you don't have to be, since we're betting on everything, this is a system where you don't have to be, quote, right. You don't have to pick the right keywords in order to win. We can be wrong most of the time and still win and still make a lot of money and still make a massive ROI. So this is how we do it. This is how it all ties together. So we got keywords plus the blueprint plus an offer, and we can swap this out, split test and optimize that, whatever. But it's a really simple process. We're literally online traffic directors. We just need to be able to find an offer that we may be interested in buying ourselves, and then go find the people. Go find where the people are congregating at online, what they're searching for that might be interested in that. If you presented this offer, make money online offer to all these people that were looking to make extra money online, how likely do you think they would be to convert? Assuming this is a high converting offer, and the only way you really know that is to test it, is to put it in front of them. If they respond to it and make money, cool. Keep putting it in front of them. If it doesn't, then you can just swap it out, and we can do that really quick, really fast and simple with this process, because it's just a click of a button. This is all real fast and simple. So you add all these together, and then out spits money. So it's just like a little money machine. So this is how it all works and how it all fits together. So if you're interested, if that makes sense to you, and you believe what I'm telling you, that you believe this is something you can do, that's what sets me apart. That's why I'm able to crush it and win all these contests and go into any market, any niche I want to, and win every time, and be confident when I go in there that I'm going to win, because I have this edge, because I have these advantages here of extremely low expenses. And I know, since I'm betting on everything, I'm going to win something. I'm going to win. I'm going to be in profit. I'm going to make a positive ROI. I just don't know by how much, but I always win. And this is how I do it. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about what we do, about the program I put together, it's called Elite. You can go to SEOaffiliatedomination.com/apply to learn a little bit more about that. There's not a whole lot on this page. We don't, we're not super duper, savvy, elaborate, sales people. So this isn't some kind of elaborate page that you're going to find here. It basically just gives you a little bit more information about what you're getting in this program, which is simply made up of the training, which is a very short, simple training. We focused on implementation. So the recipe is quite short and simple, and there's not a whole bunch of context there. You don't really need it in order to achieve results. Just like, you don't need to put in all this time and money and effort becoming like the world-class fisherman just to catch a fish. You just need a net. And so we show you how to go gather the tools that make up your net that you're going to cast out there, and just repeat that process over and over again and catch a lot of fish, and redirect those fish to make a whole bunch of money with these whatever offer you decide to put in front of them. So you can get the training. You're going to get access to a private Facebook group, which you'll get access to me and my business partner Tyler and some other coaches in there. And also you get access, it'll be a community full of all the other people who have invested in this program. And in addition to that, we do weekly coaching calls, weekly group coaching calls. So that's your opportunity to hop on these calls, get access to us. Sometimes it helps to speak to someone face to face and hear another person's voice, and that sometimes that's all you need, just 5 minutes getting one question answered, and then you'll be on your way. So those are the things you're getting inside the program. It's a very simple process and program we put together, but it's extremely effective and highly lucrative. So if you're interested, learn a little bit more about that, you can click one of these buttons, click here to apply. That's going to take you to a page where you can set up a call with my business partner Tyler, which you can see here. You guys will hop on a phone call and just just learn a little bit more about your goals. And if by the end of the phone call you both decide that this is a great program, great fit for you, then Tyler will give you more information on how you can enroll in it. But hopefully this video makes sense. Hopefully all these illustrations make sense and really click for you. But this is a very simple process, and that is the secret to my success and how I'm able to have such an insane edge over all of the other marketers, over all the other affiliate SEOs out there and other systems out there that you may have gone through in the past. So again, hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you got some value out of this video, and I will see you in the next one.